What it do? What it do? You know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. Most definitely hit that bell icon. It's a notification bell that alerts you all content that I drop to my YouTube channel. Also, I need you to hit the thumbs up, the AKA the like button. YouTube appreciate that. S.L.R Media TV appreciate that. Also, I need you to hit the subscribe button. I need all my subscribers, new subscribers, everybody who come and check out the channel. I need you to go check out my second YouTube channel, S.L.R Sports News TV. Once again, S.L.R Sports News TV. We on the way to 800 subscribers on the second channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment over there. All helps both of my channels grow, get more viewers, more subscribers, pushes both of my channels further to the YouTube algorithm to get noticed. Make sure you binge watch and watch all the content on both channels. And if you like the work that I put in on both channels, make sure you hit the Cash App. All information is pinned in the ticker. $ all caps SRED 40. Once again, SRED 40. Shout out to all my subscribers. Shout out to my future subscribers. You see the title, Carolina Panthers and Bryce Young, 2025 playoffs or bust. That's where I'm at. I'm standing on it. And hopefully y'all will follow my lead as I've been saying the whole time that I've been preaching and that I've been saying playoffs or bust. And if you're not on that wave, you're just a loser. You are content with the Carolina Panthers having another losing season as long as you can hold on to Bryce Young. As long as Bryce Young is not the casualty of the losing season, you're good. I'm telling you, you're not good. See, I'm going to change the way you think. Somebody got to get y'all out of this fucking loser mentality. All y'all fucking worried about is Bryce Young having Bryce Young for the next fucking 10 years and not fucking prove nothing. Nah, 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 nah. I told y'all, Bryce Young was not picked by Dave Canales. Understand that. He was not picked by Dave Canales. He was not picked by Dan Morgan. But Dan Morgan had a hand in Bryce Young being picked, though. But if you tell Dan Morgan, I ain't have nothing to do with Bryce getting picked, I wasn't the general manager. How long will David Tepper, Dan Morgan, and Dave Canales continue to put up with the losing with the number one pick, Bryce Young? When is enough is enough. See, I said before and I say it again. You give Bryce Young everything he needs. This is his third year. This is the proven year. This is not his first year. This is not his second year. This is his third year. See, think the Carolina Panther fans, think some of the local media, Charlotte media, certain podcasters that loves Bryce, they act like Bryce still in his rookie season. If you tell them, they act like he's in his rookie season. Never mind, he going into his third year. There's no excuses. Nobody's hearing that. Oh well, he has no time in the pocket, bad offensive line. Uh, he doesn't have a tall wide receiver. He doesn't have enough wide receivers. He doesn't have a running back. He doesn't have an offensive minded coach. We done checked the box. We done checked all the boxes. We done checked all the boxes, and we went back. Asked Bryce, "Are you good? You good with this?" He said, "Yeah." All right. I'm just saying, but we don't want no excuses, Bryce. Matter of fact, if you're losing and you go to the podium, don't go to the podium. Don't. Don't say, listen, we tired of the cliche talk. We tired of it. Bro, we know you was trained up to talk like this. We tired of it. We don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear in the off season that 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 you want to win. You're tired of losing. We don't hear that when you're losing. So we don't want to hear that bullshit ass talking all season when you're not saying nothing during the season. I trust my coaches. I just I just take the game plan and I go out there and execute it. I trust my coaches. I believe my coaches will put me in the best position to win. Shut the fuck up, Bryce. I don't wanna hear that. I don't wanna hear that. They put you in position. They most definitely did, Bryce. They put you in position. And what are you gonna do about it? They went and got you two wide receivers. They got you Xavier Leggett in last year's draft in 24. Then in 25, they got S.L.R McMillan, aka T Mac, aka Tech McMillan. Call you what I want to call you, Tech. There's no excuses, Bryce. Even though they could have got you another tight end in the draft, they could have got you a tight end. Out. They could have got the tight end out of Miami. They could have. I don't know what the fuck the Carolina Panthers were thinking when they didn't get the tight end out of Miami, but they're gonna live regret that decision. They're gonna live regret that decision. You're gonna let Seattle take him, and then y'all go. Man, let me see. Let me quiet. Just make a break, Bryce. Make a break. I need another thing. I need the Carolina Panther fans, the Charlotte local media. Um, stop with the stop with the T Mac versus Xavier Leggett. We're not gonna do this shit. We're not gonna have two wide receivers go get. We're not doing that. The reason why we got T Mac so it can elevate a Xavier Leggett to get a Xavier Leggett more touches, get him open more. That's the reason why it we didn't get T Mac to go against Xavier Leggett. This is not no fucking T Mac versus Xavier Leggett. Y'all need to stop with that fucking bullshit. That's not fucking football. That's y'all that's y'all trying to pick and choose which wide receiver y'all like. So whoever's number one, you don't like number two. That's fucking stupid. That's dumb. You cannot act like every time we get a fucking wide receiver, you don't like the wide receiver we just drafted last year. Here's the new guy. We're gonna celebrate the new guy. Now stop that bullshit. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, especially on this channel. We're not doing no T Mac versus Xavier Leggett. Both of them, both of them are starting wide receivers for the Carolina Panthers. Both are trying to help this team get to the playoffs. Why in the fuck would they be against each other? Y'all making something out of nothing with Xavier Leggett. Well, Xavier Leggett, he didn't hit T Mac up. So motherfucking what? He ain't got to. Xavier Leggett already surpassed his rookie year. T Mac coming into his rookie year. The fuck I look like? Why I gotta initiate something to him? Man, get out of here. He should hit me up. The fuck? Fuck out of here. Stop dick riding T Mac. Y'all already dick riding this motherfucker. Like, stop. T Mac ain't played not one meaningful game yet. He ain't played a preseason game yet. What if he go out there and get hurt? All that dick riding y'all doing, trying to put him against Xavier Leggett. What if he go out there and get hurt? Then he's done for the season. Stupid. Then y'all back dick riding Xavier Leggett. Like, y'all fuckers is stupid, man. Y'all should be worrying about how to get this team to the fucking Super Bowl. Say y'all want to dick ride over a wide receiver. Lame as hell. What kind of shit is that? Captain Munnerlin. T Mac versus Xavier Leggett. Man, get the fuck out of here, Cap Munnerlin. Even though, even though you put work in for the Carolina Panthers, but don't do that. Don't do that because it's not that. It is most definitely not that. You're not gonna divide and separate the Carolina Panthers and have T Mac versus Xavier Leggett. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all lame for that. Y'all lame. Y'all lame as hell for that, for sure. Y'all should be on Bryce motherfucking top, going to his motherfucking third year, and ain't even hit 7 or 8 wins yet. Y'all over here trying to put T Mac versus Xavier Leggett. Man, stop. Y'all fucking ridiculous. I don't see y'all doing Chuba versus Rico Down. I don't see none of y'all doing that shit. I don't see y'all doing Sanders versus Tommy Tremble. I'm just saying though. I'm gonna talk my motherfucking shit because I can and I will. Let's get into the content though. Playoffs a bust. That's all it is. You gotta get 10 wins or better. I've been talking 10 wins. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm putting the pressure on Bryce. Ain't no babysitting. We not we're not patting on the back, waiting on a put on. We're not finding outfit for you to match. No, none of that. You're a grown man. Put the work in, because if you don't, somebody else will. Trust me. We're building this team where it's gonna look very good to a free agent quarterback that feels like, damn, they got everything. Only thing they're missing is me. Yeah, yeah. Keep playing around. Keep playing around, Bryce. Keep playing around. Mm-mm. It's the NFL, not for long. TikTok, Bryce. TikTok, Bryce. Playoffs a bust. I want the division. I want the division. Let me repeat again. I want the division. I want a home playoff game. And if you can't give me that, we will find somebody that will do that. But when we get into the content, who's your favorite quarterback?
Great power comes great responsibility.
Remember, that's the 2025 slogan. That's the 2025 slogan. Great power comes with great responsibilities. Come from your boy.
Great power comes great responsibility. Great power comes great responsibility.
So I got on the phone and I said, I saw Bryce at the Super Bowl. You see a bunch of these guys at parties and such. So I saw Bryce and I said, Bryce, remember when we were at the Super Bowl? I told you we were going to pick a quarterback, and I wasn't kidding. And I said, you want to trade in some sweet home Alabama for some sweet Carolina? So he was just excited. He was like, I don't know if you could see him on the screen. He was like a little tenseness in his face, but then he was like, you could feel him just like, I'm so happy, sort of thing through the phone.
Why did you guys?
Okay, so Ted McMillan is now a Carolina Panther. Keep pounding, and fantasy-wise, I think actually a pretty good landing spot for him. Think about this. Carolina last year under Dave Canales, 7th in wide receiver target share. Like, they're going to throw, and they throw to wide receiver.
This is a pick that I was absolutely begging for the Carolina Panthers to invest in a weapon for Bryce Young to help him grow. And they get the wide receiver that was considered to be a top 5 prospect and the wide receiver 1 for so long, Ted McMillan out of Arizona. And this is a big playmaker for Bryce Young and the type of playmaker that is going to help him take a step in the right direction and continue to grow in the way that we saw towards the end of last season when he was a top 10 quarterback the last 3 weeks of the year. The Carolina Panthers spent all offseason trying to do something to their defense to give them a competitive edge. They didn't really look at the offensive side of the ball, and people wanted them to keep going defense. But I was like, I would love to see a wide receiver here, and Ted McMillan ends up being the guy. This is great news for McMillan and for Bryce Young. Ted McMillan has some of the best short area quickness and burst of any wide receiver in this draft, and he consistently wins at the point of contact with an NFL wide receiver body. People were worried about his straight line speed. His 40 was not nearly as fast as what a lot of people really wanted to see, and his breakaway speed is something that he's not really going to use to his advantage here at the NFL level. Separation down the field is going to be something that may lack because of that. But going up and getting the ball against one-on-one opponents is definitely going to be something that Ted McMillan can do on a consistent basis. But this is what I absolutely love the way Carolina is set up. Ted McMillan doesn't have to be that guy. McMillan can win all over the field, especially on intermediate routes. He lacks some of that top end speed and separation ability, but makes up for it by dominating at the high point of all of those catches. But when you take a look at the way this roster is constructed, Xavier Legette, he can be the downfield guy. So if Legette can be the downfield guy, Adam Thielen will work out of the slot, and Ted McMillan can do all the rest of it, Bryce Young is going to have a ton of weapons around him to really take a step in the right direction moving forward and continue to grow as an NFL quarterback.
You see that? I laid it out to you right there, Bryce. Just laid it out to you perfect. See, this is like a perfect storm for you, Bryce. See, if you fail, the organization is going to move on from you. If you succeed, the organization is going to reward you. They're going to back you. And then on top of that, with the Bryce lovers, the Bama Bryces, and the new generation of the Carolina Panthers, you have it all, Bryce. But if you fail, you're going to be one of the biggest busts of all times. The, the the failure and the buzzword is going to follow you so much in the NFL, Bryce. I don't even know if you're going to be able to even handle it. I don't even know if you're going to be able to shake it off. I said it before and I said it again. The best way to find out what he's about, what's the true value. Because, see, I never said he was a processor, generational talent, Patrick Mahomes, Peyton Manning. I said, all this was coming out about Bryce Young. See, you got to remember, Bryce only had to play quarterback at Alabama. Just don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. You got 4 or 5 stars all over the field. When you come to the NFL, yeah, these guys are 4 or 5 stars, but they're not 4 or 5 stars in the NFL. Sometimes you got to make 4 a 5-star. You give Bryce everything he needs. No excuses. This is the no excuse season. I say it again. With great power comes great responsibilities. You got no excuses, Bryce. You got wide receivers. You got offensive line. You got running backs. You got an offensive-minded head coach. Can't put nothing on the defense. The defense will be excuse for your failures. Your failures is yours. The defense will not be included in your failures because the defense will get judged on their own failures. This is it for you. This is it for you. Trust me. This is it for you. You think you listen, Dan Morgan gave the call to bench you. Understand that. A lot of people don't, oh, it wasn't Dan Morgan. It was Dan Morgan who gave the call to Dave Canales to pull the trigger on Bryce and bench him. How would Dan Morgan even get that opportunity to even do that if the higher up David Tepper didn't approve of it. See, this is what I'm saying. David Tepper may tell you, oh, he liked Bryce. He may put a little a smoke screen up. Oh, Bryce is the guy, all this and that. Oh, he want to win. He get tired of going to the owner meetings and being the laughing stock. You're one of the richest owners in the league. And your team is trash. And you got owners that got less money than you, David Tepper, but they're winning. They're winning. And you're losing. You one that jumped out there and took a 5'10" quarterback. You must didn't read the NFL memo about 5'10" quarterbacks. Look at the history of 5'10" quarterbacks that played in the NFL. They don't last long. They don't last long. Oh, and especially if you're not locked in with a great offensive-minded head coach. Not only that, but also a good defense plays too. A good defense plays a part in the quarterback staying with the franchise just a little bit longer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Remember, the NFL, it's a team sport. Football is a team game. But since the NFL is so offensive minded, since y'all want to put the elite tag on Bryce, see, that's where y'all fucked up at. Y'all took the 10 games. You took the 10 games. The I don't know how the fuck y'all made up this 10 game list. And y'all switched it around, remixed it up, made it look good. Y'all talking like Bryce was a fucking top 5 quarterback for the last 10 games. Unbelievable. With a losing record. How? How was he better than CJ Stroud? CJ Stroud's been in the playoffs twice. Bryce haven't. How? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Y'all walking around with your fucking chest poked out like y'all made it to the playoffs. And y'all acting like Bryce is the elitist. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy because you're going to need it. Oh, you're going to need it. See, this is what I tell y'all. Unless you got a Sean Payton, I don't know how you're going to get the best out of Bryce. I don't know how Dave Canales going to be able to do it. Because you know the exhaustion of an offensive play caller. Do you know how many plays he has to have for Bryce Young? You can't even make the playbook simple. You can't. I didn't pick him. I didn't give up 2 years worth of draft capital. Y'all got to be a fucking fool to want to have Bryce around another year and not get into the playoffs. It's playoffs a bust. That's why my title says Carolina Panthers and Bryce Young. Playoffs a bust. I don't want to hear nothing else. Honestly, I don't. I don't want to. Oh well. I don't want to hear about no fucking. What's the win percentage? How many wins? If anybody is not saying 10 wins or better, which I've been saying since the fucking season ended, 10 wins or better, I want the playoffs. So if I want the playoffs, I want the playoffs. And I ain't talking about just getting in the playoffs. I want the division. I want the division because we deserve the right to have the home game in Charlotte in our backyard. Let's give that to the fans that's been suffering for the past 10 years. Let's get that to them. They deserve that. Let's just not get in the playoffs and be on the road. Let's get into the playoffs and have that game at home. It's time to win the division. It's time. And Bryce can't get it done. As I say, listen, man, we just got you the number 1 wide receiver in the draft. Then we got you this too, Bryce. Let me rub some more salt in the wound. Let me rub some more salt in the wound. Oh, I'm not playing. Then we got you this guy too.
Jimmy Horn Jr. is creating a lot of NFL buzz after his Shrine Bowl performance. He's even getting compared to Tank Dell, and he made himself a lot of money with this diving touchdown catch. He just received an invite to the NFL Combine, and there's rumors that he'll run a low 4.3 40. Nobody could guard him one-on-one at the Shrine Bowl, and he's also a very good kick returner. Let us know in the comments which team should draft him.
Nasty. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Colorado. Yeah, I put the word in. I may be the only Carolina Panther podcaster that does content on Colorado and talks about the Colorado Bucks. Yeah. Oh, it's plenty of talent. Hey, Carolina Panthers. Go ahead and build your little house out. Go rent you a house out there in Colorado. Just go ahead, call Prime, ask them where the sweet real estate at. Hey, you know what to do. Send your scouts out there. Oh yeah. And we ain't playing around. We're going to give Bryce everything he needs. I don't want no excuses. None at all. We done gave you a kickoff returner, a punt returner, 4.3 speed. But you want some shit like this, though, Bryce. You want some shit like this.
I'm Bryce Young, and this is This or That, Bojangles Edition. Between the bacon, egg, and cheese, Cajun filet, I gotta go Cajun filet. Gotta go Bowberry biscuits. That's just, it's a classic. It's tough, but I'm gonna go with Supremes. Thigh, for sure. Go with the original, for sure. Can't beat the original. I'll go with bow rounds. The mac and cheese over dirty rice. Honey mustard, peach honey pepper, I'll go honey mustard. I'll go with the bow sauce.
Ask me this. When Bryce goes back home to California, because he gets the fuck away. He gets the fuck out of North Carolina immediately as soon as the season over with. Pew. He on Delta first class. Pew. Gone. Do we eat Bojangles in California? Or he only does that when he comes to the Carolinas? We know Bryce ain't eating no motherfucking Bojangles. I mean, hey, Bojangles, if you want to sponsor me, you want to sponsor the channel, you can though. So I ain't gonna talk greasy about you. You know, understand what I'm saying? But Bryce ain't eating no motherfucking Bojangles on the West Coast. He'll surf and turf. He in and out burgers. Just saying.
Great power comes great responsibility.
This is y'all beloved quarterback.
I think he has really good play speed. I think the thing that pops off the tape about Ted is just how smooth he is, his body control, his ability to adjust to all types of throws, his catch radius, and his hands are elite. He catches everything outside his frame, and he can win the jump ball down the field and in the red zone. He's a guy that has 18 touchdowns the past 2 years. So he puts the ball in the end zone, and obviously that's something that we want to do.
You see the general manager talking about T-Mac. But Dan Morgan, you could have had this guy. How you let this guy slip?
The tight end from Miami, Elijah Arroyo, he just has first-round traits. He's not a first-rounder. I'm not saying it. But, when you look at him on the field, he looks like an all-pro F tight end. He's athletic. He gets in and out of breaks. He's the most athletic tight end here, period. But this Arroyo guy just keeps intriguing me. Why was he so awesome against Florida? And then the production didn't match up the rest of the year. Was it a Cam Ward thing? Was it the system? Was it all the other weapons? Why aren't we talking about him as one of the top 2 or 3 tight ends? I think he's going to make a lot of people go back, a lot of coaches who are just getting the process, offensive coordinators, tight end coaches, and be like, yo, so what's our grade on that Arroyo guy? Wait, what? Third, fourth, third? Why? So very intrigued by him.
Wow. Carolina could have had him. Carolina could have had him in the 5th round. He got picked ahead of Carolina in the next pick by the Seattle Seahawks. And he's probably going to start. He's going to start. Look at him. He looked like he should already be playing in the NFL. How, Carolina? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. But people want to talk about Xavier Legette. What is he doing? How his offseason been? We're going to get into that. We're going to get into the Xavier Legette offseason, what he's been doing.
Okay, so Ted McMillan is now a Carolina Panther. Keep pounding, and fantasy-wise, I think actually a pretty good landing spot for him. Think about this. Carolina last year under Dave Canales, 7th in wide receiver target share. Like, they're going to throw, and they throw to wide receivers. And we think about Canales when he was in Tampa Bay and the fantasy success he had with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. His offense can support 2 fantasy-relevant wide receivers. And then you think about the Carolina Panthers depth chart before Tet gets there, right? You've got Xavier Legette, the first rounder from last year. Okay, great. Adam Thielen, who we love Adam Thielen, but, a little bit older. Jalen Coker, Cokeheads unite. But the fact is that it's going to be McMillan and Legette. Like, I think he's immediately going to be probably the number 1 target here. I think he probably leads the team in red zone targets or is right there with Legette as well. Bryce Young looked a lot better the second half of last year as well. So I think my initial thoughts are McMillan's going to be kind of in that wide receiver 30 to 35 range, kind of in the DK Metcalf, Juwan Jennings range. Because good fantasy-friendly offense, solid quarterback, not a lot of target competition, and clearly, as the number 1 wide receiver drafted, his draft capital is insanely high.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com.
It's insanely high.
Man, I love this for the Panthers. Tedero and McMillan, because I don't think Xavier Lee gets all that good. The number of times I just wrote down good in Tedero and McMillan's notes, in my notes on him, good route runner, sinks his hips for a big guy, very good hands, good in contested situations, good after the catch. He's just a good receiver. Thielen's still there as your veteran. Thielen Coker is one of the better undrafted free agent receivers that we've seen recently, if he could build on that. And Xavier Legette takes a little pressure off last year's number 32 pick, Legette.
Let's get into the off season of Xavier Legette. Dave Canales say he's the number 1 wide receiver. So until T-Mac beats him out, he's the number 1 wide receiver. Xavier Legette.
Who? Why are you volunteering me?
Yeah, y'all got to try.
I don't have a spoon.
Try that. Try that. Yeah. That's not bad, ain't it?
That's it. It ain't bad. It's not bad. Oh, that's too much. It's not bad.
Bill Belichick would never allow Coon up in the locker room. Only the Carolina Panthers. When the culture is going to change and be serious about winning. I'm just saying.
They think we really be faking when we say we do this. We done bust the squirrel out the tree and opened them up. Know what I'm talking about? Take the clothes off. That's step one. I'm gonna show y'all the rest of what it is.
It's crazy. That's the Carolina Panthers' #1 wide receiver, Xavier Leggetti, out there eating wildlife, taking the clothes off the coon. But this is what the owner said about the team recently.
You know, I think we're building something special. And, you know, these guys, I mean, they're, you know, just an extremely good management team. And listen, we're just getting started. So we're just building momentum through this year. And, you know, it's just building and building and building. And I think, you know, we'll build in the next few years. So I'm pretty excited, to tell you the truth.
I hope when you mean building, winning. I know you ain't talking about building and losing. That's not going to work, because the building going to stop because somebody's going to get fired. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's going on, y'all, man? Y'all get at my man, get the hands over detailing, man. He came and got me right on the spot, man. Detailed the whole thing inside and out. He did a good job, man. I think he the best in the business, man. He gonna do it.
That's just all season activities. He says he's putting that work in. You see for yourself.
Right, man.
Hey, shout out to Taylor Made Stable.
Taylor Made Stable, man. He did the goddamn thing with this motherfucker here.
Yes, sir.
Damn, that boy did the shit.
Yeah, he did that right there now. He did right there. I got to put the tag back on it. He had the flag on the tail. I got to put the flag back on the tail. Right.
I got it from my folks up in Ohio. Shipped it to my man. Goddamn Taylor Made Stables out there in Dallas. He did the goddamn thing.
Yeah. Did that. That's for sure.
Always put that tail on.
Man, Ron and Steve tell me, hey, how you like dime piece? I say, I love that motherfucker. God damn. Come on, baby.
What's the name called?
Dime piece.
Dime piece. Hey, from dollar bill to dime piece.
Oh, no.
Xavier Legette said, shit, fuck it, if it don't work out in football, fuck it. You know, I'm going in the horse riding business. I'm going in the horse business. You know, you'll find me one, throw it in the Kentucky Derby. All you gotta do is win your couple horse races and then get yourself qualified for the Kentucky Derby. You know. Legette. Xavier Legette putting work in. You see Xavier Legette, he ain't playing with y'all. See T-Mac, don't talk your shit, bro. Just go on in there and do your job. Go on and do your job. Cause you see Xavier Legette now. He ain't playing. He putting that work in. Y'all better leave Legette alone. Y'all better leave him alone now. You see him? Show you one more time. I knock one of y'all out. And better leave Leggetti alone. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Hey, what you say around? That's your dime piece there.
I'm telling you, that's that motherfucker there, man. Hey, just sit back and look at her do her thing.
Yes, sir. Bring over here. Just bring close to the fence.
That's not. That's not. That's why I love big dogs. It just caught. Yeah, back up. I'll tell you back up. That's a better idea.
See what they do down there in South Carolina. They in the horse business. You see it. You see it. So y'all leave Leggetti alone. Y'all leave Leggetti and his horses alone. Y'all just mad because y'all can't buy no horses. Y'all leave Leggetti alone. He trying to get in the horse business. Great money in there. Stop playing. See all that land they got out there? So you see it. We'll see. As I say again, TikTok. We in May, June. You know what July means? Yes, sir. You know what August means? Yes, sir. And you know what September means? Yes, sir. It's time. It's time. This is the channel where you want to, yeah. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share button. You know, tap in for all your Carolina Panthers. All the Carolina Panthers content. Get it all right here, S.L.R Media TV. Make a break. As I say again, 10 wins or better, division. I'm good with that. I love to come on my channel. Yeah. I talk good and gracefully about my team. But until then, this is what you're going to get, raw and uncut, and the truth about the Carolina Panthers. I'm not jumping for joy until the regular season start putting it on. I got to see it. You got to make me a believer from the show me state. I'm not going to get hyped and juiced up by no preseason, no training camp, or anything until the regular season kicks off. That's when the realness begins. Yep. Playoffs a bust. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you go to my second YouTube channel, S.L.R Sports News TV. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment over there. Carolina Panther Nation, Carolina Panther Organization. Playoffs a bust.
Great power comes great responsibility.
Hit that subscribe button. I'm out.